Welcome to Super Stuff Unboxed. Hello and welcome to another episode of Super Stuff Unboxed. Today we're going to be unboxing some Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. That's the X-Men universe of villains. This 20-year-old Pyro from when Marvel Legends were made by Toy Biz and came in different boxes. And also this more recent Mystique, and she's got an extra head with her. So this is a double unboxing. We'll also be adding to the Build-A-Figure piece that was unboxed for a short, not in long form on the channel. So Lady Deathstrike, killing it as an action figure. Looks way better than how she was posed in the box with better articulation. And I'm excited to get that onslaught going before the reissue comes out. So let's start talking about Brotherhood of Evil Mutants characters here, led by Magneto. This Magneto's head is on the Age of Apocalypse body, just showing you the type of Magneto you can make yourself reasonably cheap getting two. A lot of people complained about the Age of Apocalypse original head molds with the double ponytails. But yeah, this looks absolutely amazing, and these look like the best unhelmeted head molds out for Eric Lenshaw, or however many different names they're going to try to do with that guy as time goes on. So it looks like, speaking of Magneto, we've got your old style Quicksilver, not in the blue X Factor, in the green, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants style, and then again his skin tone and head mold matches those recent ones of his father really well. We'll keep that Mystique for the others. You'll often get these big old juggernauts. This would be a Marvel Select, a different brand than the others, Marvel Legends, but definitely a good option for a giant character if you can't get your hand on the Gamerverse. There's quite a bunch of juggernauts out there. Oh yeah, I should actually use this video to just, here, a custom juggernaut should make an appearance. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This was made with the Solomon Grundy body that's kind of orange and translucent. It's currently on sale at Amazon in a 2-pack for like $25. So that's what we get. I'm still working on that dude. Forgot he was just sitting close to where I'm at. We've got ourselves some buddies of Pyro that are always around him. Looks like in his stories he'll have usually Avalanche, Toad, or perhaps Blob with them. So good companions. These aren't Toy Biz era. You can quickly notice usually by looking in the hip joints. But these are reasonably cheap, these two in this hand. Blob can be found at a reasonable price also for the size of this figure, but he does cost a bit more. And then those four there that we just showed you would be like the main Brotherhood of Evil Mutants that work kind of under this commander here. Mystique would be the top lieutenant of Magneto, as you might have noticed in those original X-Men movies, which is what this one is from, to maybe perhaps get a better look. Let's have some white background off to the side for her, played by Rebecca Romaine Stamos in body paint at the time. We don't have the VHS style Mystique, I guess, up in front of us right now, so there would perhaps be another option, but this is a good option. Look, we've got ourselves maybe a little different paint in the hip, but it looks like we've got ourselves pretty much the exact same figure. Maybe how the foot articulates, or maybe the The elbow articulation might be a little bit different, but we've got ourselves something very similar. So I'd be happy with either one of these. This is a great head. I'm sure people will find uses for this one. This is a great head. Cool weaponry. Cool weaponry. Just a bunch of good options out there. And then what a classic this one is for people my age that grew up watching those X-Men movies that can be found at a reasonable price if you can't get your hands on these ones. But we're about to open some figures. Here's what we got. Kind of a last look in comparison. Those are some great choices to set up your Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, which I'm imagining X-Men 97 Season 2 coming out might get some more time or play. We've got ourselves an amazing card back that tells you energy projection. Again, Pyro is a character that's been out recently, even in some of the more modern movies, because of his ability to control fire. That was that Human Torch scene in Wolverine versus Deadpool. That's who we've got our hands here. And then the whole Build-A-Figure will be unboxed. We don't care that these things have been open since, look, 2006. It's currently February 2026. And what amazing characters you're going to get to take a closer look at. But one at a time. Like and subscribe to come back for more to see what you get with a villain for a 20-year-old Thor. All right, speaking of which, where should we start? Why don't we start with this old Pyro? I'm going to clip off 3 parts long form and then open this thing like a clamshell, starting at the bottom. And then I take that off, and then I do the sides. Now you could use this method for storage. Technically, you could just clip the bottom one off and you could just, you don't have to completely take these off, but I'm not going to use this for storage. I can't house all of the beautiful packaging. Card backs is one thing, but the full depth of the packaging of all of these figures. This is an unboxing channel, so we're a little bit true to form. We're literally unboxing these things for life. All right, let's see what we got. Yes, 20-year-old collectibles. Come here so you don't quickly break yours like I can sometimes do. All right, a Daredevil comic that Pyro was the villain for, not for resale. You'll see that these are specific reprints tailored to these Build-A-Figure sets. Oh, yo, it's coming around like that. Am I going to have to use the scissors? Oh, bummer. Bummer. What's happening to the card back? But yeah, so you can see that this literally has Onslaught series instructions. It tells you that you can put the card in this little stand for some reason. It came with it. I'm not going to take this out of the packaging, but you can see that there's, a flyer, some instructions, and a comic book. Pretty cool add-ons to go with the other accessories. And then awesome card back. That's being kept. I wouldn't consider it trash, but that's me. This, speaking of, is to hold these little collector cards that come with this series. Lady Deathstrike had one. All right. Probably gonna have to fast forward through all this twisting. Woo! That was a lot of twisting. Luckily, the Mystique is just a card back, so that should go quick. This piece kind of just fell out. Let's see how this works. We've got, whoops, it looks like, just push it in, click these in, push those in, pop into place. Doesn't appear to want to stay in. I'm a little scared. There we go. Wow. All right. This is coming along. Wow. Onslaught is not this guy, technically, what the mind of Professor X. Yeah, so check out some of future videos. There'll probably be some Professor X in there. Here we go, Pyro. There are other versions of Pyro out there, but right now there's not a ton of choices. Okay, leg in, down, swivel. Okay, these joints on the hips and shoulders are, oh, that shoulder is tight. Oh, this is great. Elbows are fine, but those posed side joints sometimes, like Deathlock was kind of like that, and it was terrible. Sometimes you just have to run a lot of heat over these first and be super careful. Oh, look at pushing that down, just did the trick. You know what? This is already good enough kind of for you guys to see. Oh, there's articulation here at the wrist. All right. Yes. I might want to grab some fire accessories from a Human Torch or a Fire Lord or, oh, look, there's thigh cut articulation with this double pinned knee, and it's masked really well with the style of boot. I just need a little bit more work on the ball joint here, but I am pretty pleased with the out-of-the-box level of articulation on this guy. Okay, enough. It's time to take a look at that Mystique here. Oh, yeah, and then these are, yeah, we didn't really look at the feet. Ooh, it's tight. The posed toe, but it's great. All right, this is gonna open up quick because they just let you get the thumb and the snip part. And then you spin it around. It's kind of weird that these are more clamshell style these days too, but whatever. This is gonna pop out. It's not how it was back in my day. All right, this is gonna go quicker. We've got ourselves just some basic outstretched hands. These could be a Sue Storm style hand or something like that. Nothing really too out of the ordinary if you've made it this far into a video. These weapons, however, might be the kind of weapon that someone might want to get their hands on for a different character. I don't know how much you want Mystique holding this versus a Punisher character or some other weaponed character, a Cable or something like that. But all right, cool. Cool weapons for certain. Oh, this face. Man, I don't know. It's all right. Summer's Family redheads, I guess. I don't know if you'd want to paint that hair any other color. And here we go. Mystique, get out of the box. And show us what you got. We've got ourselves a character that is a classic villain. She's a shape changer. She's what? Maybe the father of Nightcrawler or something like that, because she's a shape changer in a way, which is why maybe his skin is blue. This, yeah, is definitely a classic. We've got ourselves, okay, this. But this will not be removable unless you, oh, look at the back holes. 2 back holes and no accessories that go with any back holes. Why? Why would they do it? Can you see well enough what I'm talking about? My lighting here is not great. Let me do it. Why? Huh. Okay. I do have a complaint about that. That doesn't seem necessary at all. All right. Display, posing, and play purposes, it's all right. Reasonably priced character. I mean, they're going to look good together the way I'm going to have them, certainly. But weird. Huh. Well, here we go. Definitely some super stuff. Definitely helps complete the set. As far as size compared to the other more modern legends, this guy would stand up taller if he didn't have the bends in his legs. As far as the quality, I would say, yeah, these Toy Biz from 20 years old definitely stand up. This is something I would get again. Absolutely, either one of these. There's some complaints about a stiff joint on a posed leg, which you just need to be careful with, and a weird decision on the back holes, but absolutely purchases I'm happy with. Thank you so much for watching Super Stuff Unboxed. We'll catch you next time. Let's take a little bit more pics and video. Yeah, we appreciate you. Yeah. Come back for more, please. Have ya?